Hello and welcome. My name is Nevi Riyar. I'm a former high school math teacher. I've spent 16 years in the classroom working with high school students, but now my passion has slowly transitioned to helping families make math hands-on at home so they can start building their child up for success in math. In this video, I want to cover how you can introduce multiplication in a very conceptual way so your child has a solid foundation on how multiplication works. Too often what I see is kids spend so much time trying to memorize their math facts, but they actually don't know the math that's going on. Some students who struggle experience a lot of shame and a lot of fear and anxiety when it comes to memorizing when they see that their peers can recite answers very quickly. So today I want to give you a tool that you can use to help make multiplication hands-on. So let's get started. First, you want to start off by creating a hands-on model. I'm using bowls to represent groups and the blocks to represent the number of items per group. We're going to start off by having your child tell us what they notice about the setup. It's really important to validate what a child already brings to the table, especially when it comes to math. Then you want to ask them to come up with an addition equation that will give us the total number of blocks. So here we've got 2 plus 2 plus 2 equals 6. But also have the conversation, what happens if we add a lot more bowls that have 2 blocks each? Our equation would become really long. So multiplication is a more efficient way to write a repeated addition problem. So we're going to start off by saying we've got 3 groups, and then we're going to count the number of blocks in each group. So we've got 2 blocks in each group. And it's really important to label the equation so your child sees the numbers with some context. So they don't just see 3 times 2. They're noticing it's 3 groups, and then there's 2 blocks in each group. And that still gives us a total of 6. So our multiplication equation is just a faster way of writing a repeated addition equation. So we still have 6 blocks total, we just have a different way of representing it. After practicing using a few hands-on models with multiplication, you can move to a visual model or a picture model. And the great thing about this model will be that your child, if they have enough practice, when given a multiplication fact they don't know, they can come back with a tool, the picture model, to come up with the answer. So now we're going to remove the bowls and the blocks, and we're going to use strictly pictures. The first example we're going to look at here is 4 times 3. But notice, I'm not going to just write the equation. I'm going to label each part of the equation to give some context. So here we have 4, and that's going to be the number of groups that we have. And we're going to just draw circles to represent those groups. And then the 3 represents the number of dots in each group. And I really think it's important when you're first learning multiplication to either talk about those or label the equation as your child practices more multiplication. So we've got our 4 groups. We're going to put 3 dots in each group. Now notice when I put the dots, they are in that vertical pattern, and I continue using that same pattern. I don't change the pattern in each group, so they're going to be 3 vertical dots. This is also a great way to practice skip counting. So we've got 3 dots here, and then with each circle, we're going to put the current total at the bottom. So they're practicing skip counting, and now we have 4 times 3 equals 12 dots total. And again, you're giving your child context with each problem that you do. I do want to show you another representation of 4 times 3, and this is used by other countries. Here in the US, we see 4 as the number of groups, but you can also see it as the number of dots first. So 4 times 3 can also be seen as 4 taken 3 times. What that translates to is 4 plus 4 plus 4. So you're really looking at the number of items per group first instead of the number of dots. But the math, even though it looks different, you're still going to get a total of 12. So this time we've drawn 3 groups. We're putting the 4 dots in each group. You can still practice your skip counting, and you're going to get your answer. Remember, when working on multiplication, remember to place a greater emphasis on building the conceptual understanding. That way, if your child gets stuck on a problem, they can go back to the conceptual understanding and draw a picture to figure it out. All children can learn how to multiply numbers if given the right tools and strategies. If you found this video to be helpful, please make sure to hit the thumbs up button, hit subscribe and the notification bell so you'll know when my next video is uploaded. Thank you for watching.